Call of Duty has delivered countless memorable campaigns over the years. Modern Warfare reinvented cinematic shooters, Black Ops gives a psychological twist, but hidden among these legendary titles is a campaign that rarely gets the appreciation it deserves: Call of Duty World War II. Released in 2017, Sledgehammer Games took the series back to its roots, not with super soldiers or futuristic technology, but with ordinary men forced into extraordinary circumstances. Rather than telling the story of a single unstoppable hero, World War II is about an entire squad learning to survive one of the history's deadliest conflicts. Today we are breaking down the campaign from its unforgettable characters to every major chapter and exploring why this is one of the best human stories in Call of Duty or in gaming in general history. Daniels isn't your typical Call of Duty protagonist. He's young, inexperienced, and terrified. Coming from Texas, he enters the war as a fresh recruit with no real understanding of what combat truly looks like.
Welcome to the bloody first. You're a long way from Texas, farm boy.
Throughout the campaign, players witness his transform from someone simply trying to survive into a confident leader capable of making impossible decisions. Unlike many Call of Duty protagonists, Daniels isn't portrayed as a superhero. He's vulnerable, he hesitates, he makes mistakes. Those flaws makes his journey feel surprisingly human. And by the end of the campaign, he's earned every bit of his growth.
Last night. This time we made it home. Together. I can still hear the wolves' paw. Sometimes I still see him coming. But you showed me how to fight him. So this belongs to you. Because the sacrifice you made taught me that a hero will risk it all to save his brother. And you'll always be both to me.
Hey, right here. No. You have to stay awake. Hey!
Daniels!
I'm here. Help me. I need a goddamn medic!
If Daniels is the heart, Zussman is its soul. Introduced before the invasion of D-Day, Zussman immediately establishes himself as Daniels' closest friend. Their relationship becomes the emotional backbone of the entire campaign. He's humorous, optimistic, and always willing to put others before himself.
Zeig sie mir!
We're Americans, period.
Verfrachtet sie alle auf den Zug!
Wohin bringt ihr uns?
Ihr seid zum Arbeiten hergekommen und das werdet ihr auch tun!
His eventual capture by Nazi forces becomes Daniel's greatest motivation during the campaign's final act. Throughout the war, Zussman constantly reminds the squad that humanity still exists, even in the middle of unimaginable violence. He jokes, supports his friends, and refuses to lose his compassion despite everything happening around him.
If you're ever in Chicago,
I'll get there.
oh, maybe I'll surprise you in Longview first.
You're welcome anytime.
You know, when they captured us, it wasn't just our freedom that they took. Even though we were together, and we were alone, looking for any way to survive. But you could have gone home a hero. Why'd you come back?
I saw that life. Just couldn't live it. To the end.
To the end.
At first glance, Pierson seems like the campaign's villain. He's aggressive, uncompromising, and often appears almost cruel towards his own soldiers.
You know, a wound like this takes 8 weeks to heal.
I'm ready, Sergeant. You've got my word.
Oh, your word, huh? That don't mean shit to me. So you're good, huh?
I'm just fine and dandy, sir.
You got guts, Private. I just don't want to see them.
But as the story progresses, layers begin to peel away. His harsh leadership isn't born from hatred, it's born from trauma, haunted by the loss of his previous platoon during the Battle of Kasserine Pass. Pierson believes emotional attachments get soldiers killed. Every brutal decision he makes is driven by the fear of repeating that failure. This moral ambiguity makes Pierson one of the most realistic commanding officers in Call of Duty history, and is one of the most morally complex characters Call of Duty has ever written.
Going home, Sergeant?
I am home. What about you? You gonna re-up?
I've been away from Texas for a long time.
You take care, farm boy.
I will. When my son asks what I did, I'll tell him I fought with the first. And that crazy bastard Pierson.
Crazy ain't the half of it.
If Pierson leads through fear, Turner leads through trust. Turner represents the complete opposite philosophy. He's calm, patient, respected. He leads by earning trust rather than demanding obedience. Turner consistently chooses compassion over intimidation, proving that strong leadership doesn't require cruelty. His willingness to risk himself for his squad perfectly reflects the kind of officer soldiers would willingly follow into battle. His death becomes one of the campaign's most emotionally turning points and fundamentally changes the squad forever.
Ami. Verfluchten Schweine. Arschlöcher. Sie werden uns nie schlagen. Was machen sie denn hier auf unserem Kontinent? Hä? Am Arsch lecken, verfluchten amerikanischen... Scheiße! Leck mich am Arsch, du Schwein!
Turner! Enemy reinforcements! Fall back!
I'm not gonna make it. Leave me. I got you. Go. We're not gonna make it. Stay with me. Turner. Lieutenant! We gotta get our boys out of here.
No, we can still make it!
You have to retreat.
No, we ain't leaving you here.
You get me up, I'll hold them off. You have to go! Go!
It was an honor.
No sacrifice too great. Go. Fall back! Sergeant! Move! Move! Fall back! Fall back! Do this! There's an order down there! Go! Go! No!
Aiello's the vet, but being honest, he's what Ma would call a bit of a rube.
Okay. Let's make this more interesting. Say, Michael, patron saint of soldiers. He's had my back since Kasserine. Zussman 3 times in 10 seconds, and he's all yours.
Every military squad needs someone who keeps morale alive. That's Ilo. His sarcastic jokes, quick wit, and constant teasing create moments of relief between some of the campaign's darkest battles. Although it doesn't receive as much development as Daniels or Zussman, Ilo helps make the squad feel like real friends rather than NPC companions.
You'll need it more than me. You got a kiddo now.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Gentlemen. Queens! Your prodigal son returns!
Pierson gonna take photo of the year.
Styles says he's gonna be a photographer for Life magazine. Kinda looks like Clark Kent said when he takes off his glasses, the only thing that happens is he can't see shit.
Styles begins as one of the younger and more nervous members of the squad. As intelligence and communication specialist, he often provides critical battlefield information. Throughout the campaign, we watch his confidence steadily grow alongside Daniels. He's another example of how war forces ordinary people to mature far faster than they ever should.
You gonna be okay?
Gotta say bye to Zussman.
And honestly, I can go on and on about the characters all day long. But before we get into the chapters, I want to mention French resistance member named Camille Rosson Denis, which is arguably one of the strongest characters introduced in campaign. And there is a chapter where she infiltrates Nazi-occupied headquarters at Paris with Britain's SOE members, where they help retake Paris for France. And there are chapters which are written in history books like the D-Day, Operation Cobra, Liberation, where they took back Paris, Battle of Bulge, and the list goes on. I think now you have an idea what is Call of Duty World War II at its core. And I have spoiled enough, and the rest is up to you, whether you check it out or not. And with that being said, when the fighting finally ends, we are reminded that victory never comes without sacrifice. Many never made it home. Those who did returned forever changed. Daniels and Zussman survived, but they leave Europe carrying memories that will stay with them for the rest of their lives. And that's ultimately why Call of Duty World War II stands out. It isn't trying to tell the biggest war story, it's trying to tell a human one. A story about ordinary men forced into extraordinary circumstances. A story about courage, brotherhood, loss, and hope. It's easy to overlook this campaign because it doesn't feature world-ending conspiracies or iconic modern villains. But beneath its grounded presentation lies one of the franchise's most heartfelt and emotionally sincere narratives. Sometimes the most underrated stories are also the most human.